Get it? Okay, so Zoe, there's one number. It is missing there, right? Okay, so let's take a look at this. So Amelia, if you're afraid that you're gonna miss something, you just think about it as a digit value. So if they are 100, 02, 112, 122, 132. So we think about this part first, okay? So how many times does digit 1 appear in the book? That is 200 pages thick. So Zoe, do you want to change your value? Okay, maybe you want to change your answer. Okay, so Amelia, you want to take a look at it as well.
那就是124 124 instead.
对吧？对不对？OK，因为你这边是不是少了一个10到19，是不是少了一个？那我们来看
嗯
看对啊，OK 哈，1 to 9, Amelia, how many ones are there? Only one, correct? Okay, from 10 to 99. So let's just take a look at this one. So from 10 to 99, there's two digit, right? So we think about it as a ones digit first. 这里是不是有11、21、31、41、
嗯
51, right? Just give me 1 second. One second, 1 second. 你们稍微等一下啊。OK，好，Amelia，你自己看一下啊，这个一位数在个位数里面一共要出现几次？
嗯
就是那个 once 会出现几次？
9.
嗯，你数一下，是不是一共9次啊？9次是不是？OK，very good。好了，诶，那10位数一共出现几次呢？
9.
也是9次。
嗯
10位数一共出现9次吗？
10.
10、11、12、13、
So I think
十
it's
四、
10.
15、16、
Uh,
17、18、19，一共几次？
10.
嗯哼，correct. Just 1 second. So how many times of 1 appears here?
11. Wait, yeah, 11 in this. Thanks.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But there's another one. This one's doubled, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can understand. And also from 100 to 199, how many of them are there? So you remember every time this one show up for every single phone. So for 100 to 199, 一共有多少？100次，对不对？是不是一共有100次？Is it
对。
100 times? Okay, so you just remember to put 100 on top of it.
哦，我忘了数那个100位的那块儿了。
对了，对不对？Okay, so let me just check the other one. 那这怎么翻译啊？我重新来一遍。Amelia，我们今天上课的时候不需要用那个啊，不需要用 calculator，OK？明白吗？Going to share the screen with you. 好，这两个应该都会了吧，对吧？8和8。好，OK，we can take a look at this one. OK, how many of the three appears 87 times in the page number of book? So this time is backwards, correct?
嗯哼。
Okay, hello. Sorry, Pen is calling me. So let's take a look at this one. The digit 3 appears 87 times. Okay, I have seen Zoe has cut them into the two part. Okay, so first one, 1 to 9. How many threes are there? 1, 3. Very good. Okay, from 10 to 99. So we have 13, 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, and 93, correct? And we have 1, 1, 103, 1, 1, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 3, 3, and all the way down there, right? Okay, so you just work back. So 9, 1, 19, and 20, they're right. And how about 20 to 20, 299? There's another 20. So you can just minus them and get that. So you're right. Okay, so good job. How many digits are there before 103 in the 3AA, 3A3, AA333? Okay, so they want to know how many threes are there. 第100个3什么时候发现 Okay, so let's take a look at this one. 38, 388, 3AAA, 3AA. OK, 你会发现这是什么？2个 digit, 3个 digit, 4个 digit, 5个 digit, 6个 digit. Get it, Zoe? Okay, so every single, so how many? So there's 1 3 here, 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 对不对 OK, 第100个3发现 that means how many threes are there? 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus all the way to 1五减2加1，对不对？那应该什么？101、102啊，101、101，sorry, 101. Because 101 digits minus 2 plus 1 equals what? Equals 100. There's exactly 103 existed there. So how many digits are there? Exactly 2 plus 101 times 100 divided by 2. That's the answer. So 103 times 50 equals 5150. So altogether, there's 5,150 digits are there. In order to get the 100个3出现在哪里 Understand, Zoe? Understand, Amelia? Okay, because 2个 digit 会出来1个3 3个 digit 会出来1个3 4个 digit 会出来1个3 5个 digit 会出来1个3 6个 digit 会出来1个3 OK，那101个 digit，你看2个 digit 为什么会出来1个3，对不对？3个 digit 把3减去2加1就是2个3 4减去2加1是3个3 5减去2加1是不是4个3所以101减去第一个加上1一共有几个3 100个3 Okay, so that's it for the homework. Okay, so we're going to learn this week's thing is called maximum and minimum value. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we have the maximum and minimum value. So first of all, I want you to take a look at this one, okay? When the sum of two numbers is fixed, what does it mean? So if I have a plus b equals 12, okay? So no matter what is a and what is b, the sum of them is already be told. The bigger the difference, the smaller the product. What does it mean? So let me show you. Of course, a and b must be digits, okay? Must be integers. Okay, so Amelia, think about it. A plus b equals 12. So a could be what? A could be 1, B could be 11, correct? A could be 2, B could be 10. A could be 3, B could be 9, right? So all the way,
4 and
A could be 6 and 6, correct? It could be a lot of options. Understood? Okay, I want you to find out the maximum value of A times B. So when A equals 1, B equals 11的时候，A 乘以 B 等于多少？是不是等于11？对不对？20，对不对？27 and all the way. So you're gonna find out when two numbers, the smaller the differences. 你看 A 和 B 相差10的时候，它们的 product 是11。2 to 10, the differences of two numbers is 8. The product is 20. The 3 to 9, the product is 27. So you see the difference is the smaller, the product, the bigger. Understand, Amelia? Okay, so when you know the two numbers, the sum is fixed, they're 12, so you can immediately just to put them into even because when two numbers are the same, the product is biggest. Okay, I'm going to explain this question into the graph way. 为什么? Okay, so you can see 1乘以11是不是一个很长的长方形啊？但是6乘以6是不是一个正方形？ Okay, so we're actually talking about the area of these two numbers, right? So of course, the square is giving you the biggest square, biggest area. Clear? Okay, I think I explained very well for this one, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the next one, okay? So when a plus b equals 15, what is the biggest possible value of a times b? So please take a look at that. And the second one, when a, b, c is 15, what is the biggest possible value of a times b times c? Okay, when you finished, I'm going to explain this one, okay? Because a plus b equals 15. The sum is fixed, right, Zoe and Amelia? So the closer, the better. And I want a and b is the integers. So 是整数，对不对? So I can make a equals 7 and b equals 8. So the product, the biggest, will be 56. You can check if one of the 5, one of the 10, so 5 times 10 is only 50. Get it, Amelia? So the biggest number of A times B is 56. So let's take a look at this one. So we have 3 numbers this time, right, Zoe? So how to make this one the biggest, Amelia? So it's 5 plus 5 plus 5. Because what? The smaller the difference is, the bigger the product. Just 5 times 5 times 5 equals what? 125. That is the biggest number. Understood? Okay, so take a look at that next one, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can be only used for once to create it 3 digits number and a digit B. Find the possible maximum value of A times B. I would like you to try to do it yourself. Okay, you don't have to do it yourself right now, but try to do it yourself right now. OK，要不要老师帮你们一下？不用，OK，好，再试一下。OK，good。
我觉得我可能找到了那个分层。
嗯哼。Okay, so I'm going to just do a little bit help with all of you, okay? So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 5 digit. Okay, first of all, Zoe, in order to find out the possible biggest number, Amelia, I think I want to put 6 as 100 place. Don't you agree with me? Right? And I would like to put 5 as the tens place for the next one because at least we can make it 300, 600 times 50 something. Correct? So the number will be 6,000 some, sorry, 3,000 something. Instead, if you put 234 times 56, though the differences will be smaller, but the number will be end up with 200 something times 50 something. So it'll be only like 10 grand. This one will be 30 grand. Correct? Okay, so that is the most important thing. Then I think about it after I use 6 and 5 and think about it 2, 3, 4. So I know that the smaller the differences, the bigger the number. We can try it. I put 54 here and 23 here. So if it is right, or I put 640 something, for instance, 43 here, 42 here, and put 53 here. Still, I want to make them the smaller the better, the differences, but still I want to put the bigger number on the bigger value. So 643 times 52, of course, is smaller than 643. Why? Maybe? Let's see. 643 times 52 or 642 times 53. Which one's bigger?
I think
Hmm?
那
Which
刚
one's bigger?
那
Sorry.
个
The first one, the second one.
100
Yes.
wait, no yeah
Okay, so you're gonna know that. Why? Because 53, 643 times 52. 643 times 52 equals 33436, right? And 642 times 53 equals 34026. So of course this is
wait
bigger. Why this one's bigger? It's
oh
because
I
the
got
differences of 642 and 53 is smaller than the differences between 643 and 52. Understand? 这两个的中间的小一点，对不对？ Okay, so that's why we're gonna have this one. Okay, so let's take a look at the
等
next.
等等等，
Okay,
那个这道题是不是那个632乘54更大点儿啊？因为那是我算出来的。
632乘以54. Okay, we can try it.
That's the one biggest one I ended up with. 因为那
632
个我算出来是
34128.
342比之前那个大。
因为632减去54的 differences 小于600，我们刚才说的是650，sorry，642乘以53，对吗？
对，
对，所以这个的 differences 比它小，所以它就更大了。Very good，所以 Okay, so let's take a look at this one, okay? So we have 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, and it makes one 3-digit and one 2-digit number and makes it the bigger the better. Okay? You do it. Okay, did you find out? So again, we're going to put 900 something and 70 something, correct? Okay, so now I'm going to try to just to put the number in between. So maybe so 5, 2, and 6. Or you can try the different numbers. Okay, so Zoe, maybe you want to try 962. And 75. I think this one will be smaller, make them the differences. No,
Smaller.
smaller. Yes, this ones will be smaller, right? Okay, so I think this one is the smallest. I'm not sure. Let me just see. So 952 times 76 equals 72352. Okay, Amelia, what is your answer?
I somehow put 52 instead.
You've had 52. So
Like
you're the
instead
same
of
as mine, right?
72.
This one's not right. You're the same thing, right? You do the same thing? Your 900 is what?
So I did 976 times 52.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. I think this one should be smaller. So this one only 50,752. Okay, Amelia, why? Because 900 times 50 something, there's only 45 gram. Correct? So we're trying to make the number bigger, the better. Put the big number on the big place. Understand? Okay, so Zoe, what is the answer?
I put 952 times 76.
So that's the same thing, right? Okay, good. Okay, Amelia, understand? We try to put them onto the bigger number spot, then make them the bigger. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So this time is two 3-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So two 3-digit number and find the possible maximum value of A times B. Okay, so again, Zoe, 600 and 500, correct? Okay, so we're going to make 3-digit number. So 5 is on the 100 place, 6 on the 100 place, correct? And now I'm going to put 4 here and 3 here. Why? Because still I'm going to make 4 times what, but make the differences smaller. And I'm going to put 1 here and 2 there. So let's just try to find out 631 times 542. Let's try it. Okay, let's try it. So what is the answer? Tell me.
Um, 342,002.
Very good. Okay, Amelia, did you calculate it? 342,002. Okay, so let's see if I switch them. If I switch a little bit, what is the answer? Are they the same? Okay, for instance, if I put the number 621 here and make it 543 there, in order to make them the smaller, is it make them bigger number or smaller number? Can you try it? This is smaller than that, right, Zoe? So that's why that is the thing. We want to make the bigger the better. Put the big number for the on the bigger place. Okay, understand? Okay, so let's move forward to the next one, okay? Okay. When the product is determined, when we can find out the smallest sum and when we can find the biggest sum. What does it mean? For instance, we have A times B equals 15. How many possible answers? Sorry, I do 20. Okay, so we can do 1 times 20, right, Amelia? 2 times 10 or 4 times 5, correct? So when they have the biggest sum, 1 plus 20 equals 21, 2 plus 10 equals 12, and 4 plus 5 equals 9. Unlike the sum, Zoe, we want to make them the smaller the better in order to make the biggest product. You know the product, you want to have the biggest sum, you want to make what? The two numbers, the difference is bigger, the better. Get it, Amelia? 对不对？好了，那我们来看看啊，如果 a 乘以 b 等于40，对不对？So it could be what? It could be 1 times 40, 2 times 20, 5 times 8. Correct? So 41, 22, and 13. You see, 两个数字隔得越远，它们两个人加起来是不是越大呀？Understand? So this time is opposite. You want to make the differences, the bigger, the better. Understand? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. The area of a rectangle is 1050 centimeters square. What is the maximum value and the minimum value of the perimeter? And make sure that all the digits of these two, the width and the length are integer. Amelia, 明白吗？它都是整数。OK，好，我去穿一件衣服啊。 Okay, so first of all, Amelia, let me ask you how to calculate the area of a rectangle.
It's length times width.
Yes, length times width. Okay, so that means length times width equals 1050, right, Zoe? Okay, so when we can find out the minimum and maximum value of this perimeter, how to calculate the perimeter? 2 times length plus width, right? So we know the product, we want to know the sum, correct, Amelia? Okay, remember I said when you know the product, when you have the maximum value of the sum is what? Make them the biggest, the better. So 1050 times 1 equals 1050, correct? So that is when you have the maximum value equals what? Equals 2 times 1 plus 1050 equals 2 times 1051 equals 2012. Sorry, 2102 centimeter. Remember. Okay, so when to have the smallest value, the smallest is when they have the close, the better. So how we get the close? We need to what? We need to first study these numbers. Because 1050 equals what? Equals 2 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 7. Right? So we need to make them two numbers times together. The closer, the better. Let's see. If this one is 30 and this one is 35, so their differences will be 5, right? Correct? I think that is the smallest possible. Okay, so what is the maximum value? 2 times 30 plus 35 equals 2 times 65 equals 130 centimeters. So you see, what is the differences? Huge differences. 对不对？前面这个只有130厘米的周长，但这个有2102的周长。Okay, so let's take a look at the next question, okay? The volume of the rectangular, okay, is 我们先做一道再练习一道题目，好不好？ So we try to do one question. Okay, so don't move it too fast. Our area of a rectangle is 1760. 1760. What is the maximum value and the minimum value of its perimeter? 说好了吗？I'm going to help you a little bit, okay? So the easiest will be maximum, right, Amelia? So 1 times 1,760 equals 1,760 centimeters square. So that's why it's 1 plus 1,760 times 2 equals the biggest possible perimeter. Correct, Zoe? Okay, so let's take a look at what is the smallest one. When we can find out the smallest one, right? So we can divide it by 2. So it's A80 divided by 2, 440, divided by 2, 220, divided by 2, 110, divided by 2, 55, and divided by 5, 11. So it's 2 to the power 5 times 5 to the power 1 times 11 to the power 1. Correct? Okay, so how do we find out the biggest number? Okay, so we're going to see 11 must be go with a smaller number, I think, right? I give 5 a smaller number as well, correct? And because I have what? I have how many twos? I have 5 twos. So because 5 exactly times 2 equals 11. So I think I'm going to give 3 2 to the 5 and 2 2 to the 11. Get it? So make them the small equals to each other. So this one's 40, this is 44. So I think that is the smallest possible differences. So 40 plus 44 times 2 equals the minimum of the perimeter. Understood? Okay, so let's take a look at next one. The volume of the rectangular prism is 1,998, and the length, width, and height are integers. Please find out the minimum value of the perimeter of this rectangular prism. So what is a rectangular prism? 是一个长方体，对不对？是个 box, right? So how to find out the perimeter? First of all, we need to draw that, 对不对？好了，Amelia 老师问你怎么找这个长方体的周长啊？How many lengths are there for this one? 4 lengths. How many heights are there? 4 heights. How many width are there? 4 widths. So basically it's 4 times width plus length plus height. The perimeter of the rectangular prism. Understand, Zoe? Okay, so we know that width times length times height equals 1,998. So how to do it? I think you know that. Okay, we're not going to find out the maximum value yet. I just want you to find out the minimum value of the perimeter of that one. Okay, I give you 2 minutes, 3 minutes. 做好了吗？刚刚去上了个厕所。Okay, let's take a look at this one. Okay, so 1998 divided by 2, 999, correct? And divided by 3, 333, divided by 3, 111, divided by 3, 37. Okay, so in order to make them the smaller, the better, in order to make them the minimum value of the thing. So 37, I cannot do anything, correct, Amelia? 37 cannot be made up. So that means I need to make these two the similar. So I think there's only one option. So 6 times 9 times 37, correct? Okay, so how to do that? So 4 times 6 plus 9 plus 37. So now I want you to immediately tell me what is the biggest value, maximum value. Very easy. 1 times 1 times 1998. Correct? Nobody said the length and width cannot be the same. So what is the biggest value of the perimeter of this rectangular prism? It says 4 times 1 plus 1 plus 1998. That's the answer. Understand? Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so we have A, B, C, D are 4 natural numbers. Natural numbers means they're integers, right? A times B times C times D equals 400, 546. What is the biggest and smallest possible value of A, B, C, D? Okay, did you find out how to do it? Okay, so how to do it, Zoe? I think you got it. So A times B times C times D equals 546, right? So 536, we are going to, Amelia, we need to what? We need to study it, right? So 91 and 13 and 7. 2, 3, 13, 7. So do we have any options for that? No, because there's only 4 factors for that. So 2 times 3 times 7 times 13 will be the smallest. And when you will get the biggest, that's easy. You can A 1 times 1 times 1 times 546. That is the time you get the biggest value of A plus B plus C plus D. Get it, Amelia? So did you get the right answer? Okay, good. Okay, so let's move forward to the next one, okay? Create the minimum, oh, sorry, this one, I think we cannot do that because you didn't learn this part yet. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. 那个我们到时候再学啊，因为那个 area 还没学过。To create a rectangle garden with 24 meters of fence, what is the biggest possible of its area? Okay, we know we want to get a fence of 24 meters of fence. Okay, and what is the possible biggest possible for this angle area?
Can it be like the 4 numbers all the same? This no.
Yeah, it's a rectangle, or rectangle. Square is also a part of the rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to explain this one. I'll give you everybody 2 minutes. Okay, so if we know that the garden has 24 meters of the fence, the biggest possible, the area is making them what? Equals to each other. So how to make them the equal? Zoe, divided by 4, right? So equals each of them will be 6 centers. Correct, Amelia? So 6 centimeters make them the biggest. 6 times 6 equals what? 36 centimeter, this thing. So when you can get the smallest, easy, you can have 1 and 11, 1 and 11. So 1 plus 11 plus 1 plus 11 still equals 24 meters, but 1 times 11 equals what? Equals 11 centimeters square. That is the smallest. Get it? Zoe, you get it, right? Okay, very good. Okay, so next take a look at this one. To create a rectangle garden with 24 meters of a fence, still the same, but there's one side is the wall. So in order to create the fence, one side is already the wall. Do we have to do that one? No, that one is, you don't have to. Okay, think about it. Okay, so I'm going to ask Zoe and Amelia, when you do those questions, you need to put a wall here. Okay, so that means you're going to make something like that, right? So Zoe, this is length, this is width, correct? Okay, let's take a look at this one. So in order to make them, so that means 2 width plus length equals 24. 对不对? Correct, Amelia? Okay, so I want to make the width times length, the smaller the better. So I'm going to make maybe this one 7, and this one 10. So we have 7 times 10 equals 70. We can have this one 8 and 8 and 8. Correct? Okay, so 8 times 8 equals what? Equals 64. Okay, so let's see. 6 and 12. Is it 6 and 6? 12 still makes it 12. 24, yes. So it's 72. Okay, we can have 4, 5, 5, and 14. So 5 times 14 equals what? Equals 60. So who is the winner? This one. Get it, Zoe? Get it, Amelia? Okay, so for something like that, because one of them is being taken away, so you need to try the different possible answer. Okay, so let's take a look at the last one, okay? So this one, I'm not sure if you can do it or not. Let me just try to explain it. So we have 80x minus x squared, okay? So first of all, I don't know if you understand 80x equals 80 times x minus x times x, right? So Amelia and Zoe, I want to ask you, do you still remember how to do the 乘法提取公因数？OK，
对。
如果没有5乘以8减去4乘以8，Amelia 是不是等于5减4乘以8，对不对？记得吗？OK，如果我们有6乘以4加上4乘以4，我们是不是就等于6加4乘以4啊？Because times 4 and times 8 is a common factor. So for this one, I want you to think about it. Which one is common for this 80 times x and x times x? Which one is common? times x, correct? So can we have 80 minus x times x? Do you understand this part? I'm going to stop here and wait for you. Do you understand this part? Okay, so in order to make this one, so I can make 80 minus x equals a, and x equals b, right? In order to make a times b, the bigger the better, I want to make these two numbers the close to each other, correct? Understand, Amelia? So how to do it? We can make x equals what? 40. We want to make 80 minus x equals x, so x equals what? 40. So 40 times 40 equals 1600. That is the biggest one. You can try if I make x equals 20, then 80 minus x equals what? Equals 60. So 20 times 60 equals what? Equals 1200. Obviously, 1600 will be bigger. Okay, I'm going to stop here. And Zoe and Amelia, I want you to do number 1 again yourself. 自己做一下，好吗？ Finished? Understood? Okay, so if you understand this one, we're going to take a look at next one. So x times 10 minus 2s in order to make this one the bigger the better, how we do it. We want to make x equals 10 minus 2x, right? So that is the way you can find the biggest value. So 3x equals 10. So x equals what? X equals 10 over 3. Okay, the same as the first one, because the first one we have what? 80 minus x times x, right? So in order to make this one the biggest, we want to make these two numbers the same. So 80 minus x equals x. So 2x equals 80, x equals 40. So this one's the same. So if you want to make this product, the bigger the better. So x equals what? Equals 10 minus 2x. So I'm going to move this one over there. So 3x equals 10. So x equals 10 over 3. And Zoe and Amelia, you need to make sure, okay? You need to make sure. X equals 40 and x equals 10 over 3 is not the final answer. The final answer will be find the biggest value of this one. So for this one is 80 times 40 minus 40 squared. So it's 1600. That is final answer. For this one, that's the same thing. You need to do 10 over 3 times 10 minus 20 over 3. So the answer will be the final answer, not the value of x. If you only tell me the value of x, that is not the end of the answer. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So number 3 and number 4, the same thing as we exactly did for the number 1 and number 2, right? We just changed the number to 40x minus x squared and x times 100 minus 25x. So please do these two questions yourself. Okay, so I'm going to explain the last two questions, okay? So Zoe and Amelia, so we have x, so it's 40 minus x, right? In order to make these two the biggest, so x make equals 40 minus x, so x equals what? Equals 20. So how do we do it? It's 20 times 20. The biggest value for this one is 400. Okay, next one, the same. So x equals 100 minus
I
25x.
was going to do 40, but I actually made a mistake because I actually forgot to put the 0 in the chat.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so 26x equals 100, so x equals 50 over 30, right? Okay, so the biggest value will be 50 over 13 times 100 minus 25 times 50 over 13. That will be not a very good number. So maybe I'll put it here. 24x will be better, right? So it's easier for you to calculate. Okay, so that's it for today's class. I think everybody, you understand this one pretty well, right? Okay, so Zoe, compare with the before classes, I think I slow the paces and you understand everything better, correct? Okay, good. How about you, Amelia? Do you understand almost everything? Okay, so if you don't, we still have the recording, so you can just check your recording and just to check if there's anything you think. Okay, so remember, I will going to put the homework and everything into the Google Classroom. So remember to send it to me before. Very good. Amelia and Zoe, you both send the homework to me. So I'm going to spend some time in before the class, like the first part of the class. So if you have any questions, we can just spend over there. Okay, so that's it for today's class. We're going to see each other next week. Okay, bye-bye.